So apparently pastors only make 40K a year. That's the story, right? Just a humble servant of the Lord. Yeah, except that the math ain't mathing. Because if you only make 40K, but live in a house the church owns, drive a car the church pays for, and claim half your life as housing allowance, you ain't broke, you just creative with the paperwork. See, the IRS has this cute little rule, section 107. It lets clergy exclude housing from federal income tax. That means that parsonage, that rent, them utilities, tax-free. You still pay self-employment tax unless you opt out of Social Security, which, surprise, plenty do. So when folks jump in my comments yelling, pastors get double taxed. Nah, bro, that's not oppression, that's optimization. And don't come for me just because somebody else beat you to the game. You mad at the playbook, not the player. Every nonprofit in America files a public Form 990 showing salaries and expenses except churches. So nobody outside the circle ever sees how the money is moved. That's how you can say, I only take a modest salary, and still be technically true while living like you're in a gospel edition HGTV. Oh, and don't forget the love offerings. IRS says if people give you money for ministry work, that is income. But in church world, call it a blessing, and suddenly it's invisible. That's how brother so-and-so ends up collecting envelopes big enough to block out sunlight. And when that same lack of transparency goes left, Charles Southall III, 900K, stolen from his church. Mitchell Summerfield, 400 grand, COVID relief fraud. James McDonald, motorcycles and vintage cars bought with church money. David E. Taylor, luxury cars, designer suits, and a courtroom performance that belongs on Netflix. My guy told a judge he didn't even know what kind of car he drove because it was the ministries. And overseas, City Harvest Church in Singapore, 50 million misappropriated. So when I say the system can be abused, I'm not speculating. I'm citing the Holy Ghost of IRS audits. But every time I post about it, here come the saints in my comment thread. You hate pastors. Nah, that's like saying if you speak against domestic violence, you must hate marriage. Stop using good behavior as a shield for bad actors. Everybody's yelling, say some pastors. Okay, some. And if you're one of the some, then congratulations, that shoe comes in your size. Here's the bottom line. Transparency ain't persecution. If the truth offends you, maybe you're allergic to accountability. I don't hate pastors. I just think Jesus shouldn't need a CPA to explain why his shepherd's driving a Tesla.